Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is still staying well and safe. So today I am back with another makeup tutorial. So I don't know about anyone else, but through lockdown I have been obsessed with watching tutorials, buying new makeup, what these different people are suggesting. So I have a ton of new makeup. So some of it I have tried once or twice, but it's never been on my channel because they are like new. I haven't been wearing much makeup through obviously the lockdown because I haven't really been going out. So, but some of the things are brand new that I haven't tried yet. So I thought I'd do a summery, glowy, bronzy, you know, but still got coverage. We're still full beating. I thought I'd do a look like that using all these new products. So if you would like to see my summer bronzy glowy makeup tutorial, then please keep watching. So I've done my skincare this morning, and if you would like to see my skincare routine, I will put the video up here. It's my latest video, you can go and watch that. So all I'm going to do is go straight in with my moisturizer. So I'm going to be using the Release Late Creme Concentrate. I have used this before, isn't a new product. As I said, some of these are going to be new, some of these I'm going to have used before, and some of them I've never used before. So yeah, I'm just putting that all over the face. I have got a bit of a tan because England's given us some nice weather. That's the least they could do through lockdown. Please ignore, oh my god, it probably looks so disgusting. I picked it this morning before this video because didn't need that in the video, did we? But it was massive. You know, one of them spots that just does not want to pop. Yeah, I don't know, it was literally like a lump under my skin. Also, nails might not look great. I did them myself. They're not acrylics, they're just the acrylic tips that I've used as like false nails, so that's great. I'm gonna use the Barley Body Coconut Lip Balm. This has SPF in, and you want to keep your lips hydrated and protected in the sun. For primer, this is a new primer. It's not a new primer, it's a new primer for me. It's the e.l.f. Poreless Pati primer. Yeah, I saw this everywhere a couple months ago, and I've literally just been spending money on makeup during lockdown, so why not? So it literally is like, looks like this. I have used it a few times. I don't know if this is even gonna, there we go. So that's what it looks like. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the nail and focus this where my pores are largest. So, because I do find I would say I prime more in the summer because you're going to be getting sweaty in the heat and things like that. But I'm literally just working this in to my skin. I like to focus it obviously in the centre of my face, but then drag it all the way out. That's just giving me a nice smooth canvas to start my makeup. So one of the things I really wanted to try was this whole soap brow thing. I've never actually tried soap brows, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. I've literally been obsessed with ordering off Amazon, and so why not? So I've got the Pears transparent soap, and it just comes in a block like this. What I'm gonna do is take my MAC Fix Plus and then just do like 2 sprays of soap. Then you want a disposable mascara wand. That's what it's called, mascara wand. Just gonna, I have tried this a couple of times, so I'm still trying to get the hang of it, but as I said, just doing that. And then you just want to, can't be closer, comb up your brows into the shape you want them. I realise this works better when you apply a bit of pressure and really push them down onto your skin. Then I've seen people getting their finger and pushing it down, so I'm going to try that. I haven't tried that before. I think I've made a mistake here because I washed this brush before I used it, so it's wet, and so I feel like it hasn't worked as well. So I'm just going to take a dry one and try it. So I don't know if you can see, that's almost giving them like that laminated brow effect. I'm just going to do the other one. This one's definitely working better with the dry spoolie. I think this eyebrow just works better anyway. Can you see they're just much more like fluffier and shaped better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them dry for a bit, because I don't really like, I just feel like otherwise my product's not going to stick well in them. So this is one of the new products that I literally haven't opened yet. This is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. Heard really good things about this. Superdrug were doing buy one get one half price, so smash. So this actually ended up only being £3.75, and I got the shade light beige. I had a light on over there. I've just turned it off because I feel like it was making the light a bit worse. But yeah, I've got the shade light beige. A lot of the shades were out of stock because obviously they're guessing they're probably busy, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. But I'm going to use this. Okay, it's quite light. I'm going to use this to carve out under my brows, and I'm just using a Morphe like flat concealer brush. I'm not using my P. Louise base because I'm not doing a really heavy eye look or anything, so we don't need a heavy base. As you can see, I'm just carving out under my brows and then using it to prime my lid. Sorry, my memory card ran out of space, but what I had to also do is something I've noticed about using the soap in the brows is if you have any soap remaining under your brows, the concealer like dries up around it and goes all crusty. So I actually had to take off what I did and then make sure that like all under my brows was clean. Also, this concealer seems to dry very quick, so that's just something to keep in mind. I'm just making sure the concealer's all blended out around here because you don't want a line where that concealer stops. I'm just going to set my eyes, the concealer with the RCMA and No Colour Powder. This is another new product that I've recently bought and I really do like it. It's just I didn't want to buy, so I love the Laura Mercier translucent powder, like I really do love it, but it's so expensive. It lasts ages, so I guess it's worth it, but for when I'm not really going out at the moment and when I'm just filming looks and things, I don't really want to be using an expensive powder. And I've heard amazing things about this and it's actually really I do really like it. Can you see how the concealer's dried up a bit around here where I haven't properly taken off the soap? So now I'm just going to go in with my NYX micro brow pencil. This is in the shade Espresso, and I'm just going to fill in like any sparse areas. Just go through the brows. Because even though the soap is transparent, sometimes I feel like it can take a little bit of the colour away. So as you can see, I'm literally just doing strokes throughout the brows. And then brushing it through with the spoolie. Keeping it nice and natural. So yeah, that's literally all I'm doing for the brows. I think I just really like how natural and bushy they look. So now onto the eyes. I'm going to do something really simple but glowy, a little bit effective. We love that. So today I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerise. These aren't new, but I love them. And I think in summer, they're beautiful. So I'm actually going to mix two colours on the back of my hand. So I'm going to mix Jean and Rose Gold. So I'm literally just going to take a little bit of Rose Gold. They're literally like cream pots of eyeshadow, but they're so stunning. And then just taking the Sigma E25 and I'm just going to mix them together on the brush and onto my hand, working it into the brush. And then I'm literally just going to basically apply this everywhere. I'm just blending it out. Like, they're honestly just so stunning. I don't know if you can see, it just adds like a really lovely, pretty Glow. So I'm just doing the same on the other eye. And by using a fluffier brush, it ensures that all the product's dispersed evenly. So what I am noticing with this concealer, and I haven't had this problem before, is it is looking like it's breaking up the shimmer on my eyes. Like it's breaking up the product a bit, which we don't want. So I'm actually just going to try and pat on the product instead. Then taking a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH32, a big blending, fluffy blending brush, and Burnt Orange from the Soft Glam Anastasia palette, and I'm just gonna blend that out in the outer, like outer half, outer third. But again, being really light, and also just bringing it in here, because obviously when I contour. And I'm just going back in with the Charlotte Tilbury pigments and patting them on to just intensify them a little bit more. It almost gives you that like wet lid look. I love that. What I do want to do is darken up the outer corner a little bit more, just to have a little bit of contrast. I'm going to use the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH40, it's just like a little pencil brush. And I'm going to use Miss Rustic and Citrus Umber, which are like some browny darky shades, and just pat that on the outer corner really lightly, and then blend it out with my big fluffy bending brush. Nothing too much, just adds a little bit more dimension. So as you see, I look super simple. So these are literally my favourite lashes at the moment, and I don't even know what they're called. Like, I found them in my collection, like they're like wispy lashes, and unfortunately I don't have a name or a box. Like, they're in this Unicorn Cosmetics box, but I don't actually know where they're from. But I'm going to link down below some similar ones. They're very wispy, so like Ardell Wispies, or these are probably Unicorn Cosmetics. I just can't, there's no name, so I don't know, and I don't want to say what they are and them not be that. So I'm just going to curl my lashes. For mascara, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. This is another new product, and I've actually been really liking it. I do find that because I wear contact lenses, my eyes water quite a bit. And so I have to be really careful what mascaras I buy, because otherwise I get panda eye. And with this, if I am wearing a lot of it, I do have to make sure I use a topper. I have the NYX Proof It, and it basically makes any mascara waterproof, and it does really work, like really well. But because we're wearing lashes, I'm just going to put a really light coat on. And then just using the eyelid glue. So whilst they're drying, we move on to my favourite part, which is the skin. Trying out a new foundation today. So it's the NYX Born To Glow. I did a Beauty Bar Haul masterclass, and she used it and she said how much she liked it, so I wanted to try it. It's like £9 I think, so it's really cheap. I've got two shades here, beige and golden. I have got a bit of a tan, so I'm not sure what colour I'm going to be. I'm going to try golden, but in summer it says it's a naturally radiant foundation. Like, you do want, oh god, that was way too much, it came out. You do want a more like glowy foundation, I think. That's why I use like a mattifying primer. Right, okay, yeah, that's too dark. Yeah, that's too dark. So now I'm gonna mix a bit of beige and see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna mix the two shades together. The only thing I don't like is it's a squirty bottle, and I feel like you use more. When you have pumps, it's like 1 pump, 2 pumps, 3 pumps. So I'm going to apply it with a brush and then go over it with a beauty blender as usual. So I'm going to use the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Just says Real Techniques, it's just a foundation brush. And I'm just going to, it's got good coverage. I can tell that already. I don't know about the colour. It's because my neck doesn't turn, so I'm having to bring it down. Oh no, it matches fine once I bring it down my neck. but it's because obviously when you're tanning, you don't really, my neck just don't tan. Okay, that is definitely glowy. It's actually really pretty. Definitely like the coverage as well. Right, so that's roughly done with the brush now. So now I'm just going to take my beauty blender and make sure it's all blended in. It feels really lightweight. Like, it does not feel heavy on my skin at all. I'm now going to cream bronze using my LA Girl Pro Conceal. I love this, use it all the time. We know this. So just doing it in the places I would normally contour slash bronze, whatever I'm doing. And I'm going to use that same foundation brush to blend it all in, because it just helps it all blend in together. I'm not doing too much because I am going to powder bronze as well. I've got a new bronzer to try out, which I'm very excited about because I've wanted it for a while. And in my nose and lip, I'm just taking a smaller, I think this is a Sigma brush, Sigma E52. Just blending that in. The amount of times I forget to blend in my lip contour. Go over that with a beauty blender. For concealer, I'm going to use that e.l.f. concealer again. It's probably a bit light, but it's fun. You make it work. You make it work. And using a buffer brush just to buff it in, and then I'll go over with my beauty blender to blend it out. Just like to place the product where I want it first with the brush, because I feel like then you don't lose as much product. I would say this concealer feels quite drying. As I said, like it dries quite quickly. But I don't know. I'll have to put down in the comments down below how it like wears. Okay, it gets really, okay, when it's blended out it looks stunning. Obviously I probably could have done with a darker shade, but it's not like we can go and try them on in the shops at the moment, so it'll have to do. Just gonna pop the lashes on, let them dry down a bit. So taking my RCMA powder to set the concealer. Oh god, I just put way too much. See, I love using cream products in summer, and that's why I've done like the cream bronzer and that, which, you know, I always do that. Sometimes I worry that I'm gonna, especially as I've got a glowy foundation, I worry that it's sometimes gonna be like a bit too much, and then I'm just gonna, when I sweat, it's gonna, I don't know, do you get what I'm trying to say, or am I talking gibberish? So I'm taking a Real Techniques BO2 brush. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, that just made my eyelash move. I'm just gonna set under my eyes. I'm not gonna lie, this foundation's looking really nice. I like it. This is literally the bit that I've been really excited about. So I bought the Benefit Hoola Caramel. As you know, Benefit Hoola is my favourite bronzer ever. So I bought the Hoola Caramel because it's a little bit darker. Now it's summer, we do want to be that little bit more bronzy, and it looks so good, and I've been so excited to try it. And I haven't tried it yet. I literally have not tried it yet, so I'm really excited. So I'm taking that on a Unicorn Cosmetics brush. Where's my mirror? I keep moving everything. Sorry everyone. Right. Oh, it's pigmented. I really like that colour. It's literally obviously the same like consistency in that as the normal Hoola, but darker. Okay, I really like it. I was so excited to try this. Because we want to be around. I really like that. And you don't need much at all. A bit like the normal Hoola. I feel like this is more of a bronzy shade and the normal Hoola is more of a contoury shade. But I love it. going to run a little bit of that burnt orange shade that I put a little bit of on my eyes. Just under here to balance everything out a bit. You know? In summer when I don't do it normally anyway, but I don't like wearing bottom mascara just because where it is hot and like you're more likely to get it under your eyes. So I'm just going to go along and pinch my false lashes to my real lashes. It's really bugging me that I don't know what these lashes are because I love them so much. And then I'm going to do another bronzer because why not? Which is another new one, the Milani Soleil. So this has got like gold reflexes in it. I don't know if you can see. So I don't really wear highlight anymore, so I use this as to give me like, even though I'm wearing a glowy foundation, whatever, and it just adds like, makes your skin look so glowy and summery. But I'm only going to put this on my, like on my nose and my cheeks because I don't want a glowier forehead because my forehead has its own sun. It's that big, it's so glowy, and like I had a picture taken yesterday and I literally had my own little sun on my forehead because it's so big. Can't forget about blush, so I'm going to use my fave MAC blush all day. I've literally hit pan on this, not happy. Sorry, I'm in a really weird mood. I'm just going to put that. So even though I've got loads of products on my face, it doesn't feel heavy. Sometimes I go a bit too in with the blush, blusher. Then all I'm going to quickly do is do a really quick baking under my cheekbones, like really quick, because I don't want it too much, but I do like it. I want to look like I have filler in my cheeks, thank you. Just going to do the lips. So I got a new NYX lip pencil. These are my, like, NYX and Charlotte Tilbury are my favourite lip liners, and this is the matte suede matte lip liner in Sandstorm. It's like a nudie colour. So I'm literally gonna do that, and then I'm gonna bring that in the sides because I'm not actually gonna wear lipstick, so I'm kind of using this as my lipstick, and then using the NYX Filler Instinct. It's like just a lip gloss, but it did start out clear, but obviously I'm just put this all over my lips. Juicy. Gonna brush off that, I don't know. Last but not least, need to set. So using my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I'm actually just going to take some of that Milani bronzer and put it like on my chest. Make me look glowy AF to go and sit in my garden. I am actually going out today to see one of my friends and it's her birthday. But we're literally going to sit in a park and I'm going to have a full face of makeup on. We love that. But yeah, that is the finished look. I think overall, soap brows I need to get a little bit better at. I love how it makes them look, but obviously with the whole, like, if I have it underneath, the concealer goes a bit funny. Concealer I'm not sure on. It felt very drying. Yeah, not sure on that. Foundation I really like at the moment. I think my skin looks really good, but obviously a big thing for me in foundation is how long it lasts through the day. So I can always put that in the description box down below. Bronzer, the Hoola bronzer, loved, loved, loved. Milani one, love. RC No colour powder, still wouldn't say it's as good as the Laura Mercier, but like it's still good. But I just think the Laura Mercier is like top tier, like just so good. What else did I use that was new? Lip pencil, I love the NYX lip pencils. I think that's it. I really hope you enjoyed watching this makeup tutorial. I really enjoyed doing it this whole summer, glam, glowy. Now we can all start going out again. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already and like the video. It will help me out so much. And I will see you in my next video.